skew lines and how to find the distance between the two skew lines. That is our job. So two non-parallel, non-intersecting straight lines are called skew lines. So two non-parallel, non-intersecting straight lines are called skew lines. Skew lines are non-coplanar. So two non-parallel, non-intersecting lines. That means there are no line. This is a plane. This is another plane. That means the two lines are in two different planes. They are not in coplanar. So this is L1. You can take this is L2 line. So these two are non-parallel, non-intersecting. So those are called skew lines. So this one are skew lines. Okay. Now how do you find the distance between the two lines? So if they are in different planes, you can draw a line which is perpendicular to both the lines. You can draw a line which is perpendicular to both the lines. So this length is called shortest distance. Short form SD means shortest distance. So that means that for a skew line, the line of shortest distance will be the perpendicular to both the lines. So there is a line which is perpendicular to this one. The length of this distance is called shortest distance between the two skew lines. That is the definition of skew lines. Now our job is to derive the formula for shortest distance. So now theorem, the skew line is shortest distance between them. So r bar equal a1 plus lambda b1, r bar equal a2 plus lambda b2 are two skew lines. The shortest between them is b1 cross b2 dot a2 minus a1 by modulus of b1 cross b2 only. So now we can take the derivation for this one. Two lines L1, L2. So L1 is a line passing through a bar and parallel to vector b1 bar you can take. L2 line is passing through BA2 and parallel to vector B2 bar you can take. So now join AB and draw a line which is perpendicular to both. Draw a line which is perpendicular to both L1, L2. This is called SD. So our job is to find this length of PQ. You can calculate. First L1, what a line R bar equal to A1 plus lambda B1. L2 is second line R bar equal to A2 plus lambda B2 bar. So what is L1? Is a line passing through A1 and parallel to vector B1 bar. Next, L2 is a line same passing through BA2 and parallel to vector B2 bar. Okay, so now you can draw a line PQ which is perpendicular to both L1 and L2 lines. Okay, so that implies PQ equal to shortest distance between L1 and L2. Shortest distance between L1 and L2. So observe here PQ is perpendicular to L1 and PQ is perpendicular to B1, B2 also. That implies PQ is perpendicular to both B1 bar and B2 bar. That implies PQ is parallel to B1 cross B2 bar. Let n cap equal to unit vector along PQ bar can take. Along PQ bar can take. Unit vector along PQ. Along PQ. That is nothing but B1 cross B2 bar by length of B1 cross B2 bar. That is N1 cap. Just keep in mind that n cap equal to B1 cross B2 by modulus of B1 cross B2. Next, shortest distance that equal to PQ. So this equal to projection of AB on PQ. Projection of AB on PQ. Projection of AB on PQ. So that means SD shortest distance that equal to SD means short distance that equal to so AB dot n cap. AB dot n cap. So what is AB? What is n cap? So AB is nothing but B bar minus A bar. Sorry, B A2 bar minus A1 bar dot n cap. I will take next page and write it. So therefore SD equal to magnitude of AB dot n cap. So here AB is position vector of B minus position vector of A. That means A2 minus A1. So already n cap we got as B1 cross B2 by modulus of B1 cross B2. So that now we can take this is A2 minus A1 dot B1 cross B2 by magnitude of B1 cross B2 only. So you can write this one as A2 bar minus A1 B1 cross B2 by modulus of B1 cross B2. You can leave it like this, or you can interchange. This is also equivalent to so this is the shortage estimate 2 skew lines only. It's a derivation for this one. Okay, SD between skew lines is a formula for that one. I hope understand this one. This proof is important for examination point of view. Okay, thank you.